Hello everybody and welcome to Homestead for a Living. As you can see, we have some new babies happening right here on the farm. This is an incubator that was given to us by a friend who was moving and didn't need it anymore, and so far we've been hatching everything from quail to ducks to chickens. So I just want to make a quick video saying that right now it's imperative upon every homesteader that possibly can to start raising poultry. As mainstream media in the state ramps up the programming to make us all terrified of this new avian influenza, which is simply a seasonal illness that's not going to pose any real threat to a diverse, healthy homestead. As they ramp this up and start the culling of flocks, and as the large poultry producers comply with that, we're very likely to see a shortage of poultry, not just in the stores, but also of poultry stock. So people aren't going to probably be able to buy chickens and ducks and quail and things like that. And that possibly could have ramifications for many years down the road, as many hatcheries like Murray McMurray are already taking part in this farce. And it's very possible that it'll be a long time before they can get that breeding stock up and running. So this is also a time of opportunity. It's a time for us small homesteaders to step into this space, which is really accessible and easy. An incubator of about this size can be purchased really easily online. I saw one on Amazon that it was under $100. I think it was $89. There's all sorts of incubators that are very affordable, and you can actually just buy fertilized eggs over the internet and have them shipped. They're really cheap, around $1 to $2 per egg. So this is one way you can get started right away on a micro scale, or if you have the ability, you might go ahead and invest in a large incubator and really just start putting out hundreds of these. It's a great sideline, and the price of these can only go up if the narrative about this avian influenza continues, and as people slaughter their flocks, the world's going to get shakier. It's going to get harder and harder to get protein, and so therefore the cost of a good healthy chick or an adult laying hen is just only going to go up. So this could be a really great sideline. We've actually already got these chicks spoken for. We haven't even sold a single one. This is our first time these last couple of months. This is our first time owning an incubator and trying this, and we already have neighbors lining up to buy them. And it also ensures a steady supply on your own farm. But all that to say that an incubator is not the only way of doing it. We're actually going to move away from this incubator system over time. We're not going to invest in a larger one, most likely. I really want to pursue getting good at attending to broody hens, because a broody hen might seem like more work, but really they're going to do all of the work for you. It's kind of an intensive process, especially when they start hatching. It's very delicate. You have to make sure the temperature's right and make sure they dry out right, and then of course they have to go into their tote or their new home, and they have to be kept at a certain temperature and kept warm, and there's a lot of work involved, which really could all be accomplished by a good broody hen. And so the process for that, I won't go too much into detail because we'll follow that as we do it, but essentially you separate a broody hen and you learn to tell which ones are going to go broody. You give them their own space, and you can give them eggs from the other hens. It doesn't have to be their own eggs. And you let them do all the work for you, and then they gradually get integrated into the rest of your flock. So there's a lot of ways to go about hatching eggs, but everybody that possibly has the ability to do so probably should. Even if you're in an apartment or something like that. This is a quiet machine that doesn't use a tremendous amount of electricity, and you could be starting with something relatively quiet like quail that you could do in an urban setting. So just an encouragement to start looking into this, start looking in incubators, probably get them while the getting is good, and really get ahead of this next ploy by those that want to centralize control over our food, because we need to decentralize as fast as they're centralizing, and decentralization looks like this. It means taking control over the production of our food and of the animals that produce our food. So get out there, get an incubator, or start learning to get some broody hens, and let's start making some really cool birds. In the meantime, y'all stay safe, be well, and happy homesteading.